You may be wondering why I'm dressed like one of those twats from Downton Abbey, and that is because I want to railroad Lady Mary into the next century. And by railroad, I mean take her out for a nice dinner, because she's a fictional character. Absolutely not sponsored in any way, shape or form, but I will be seeing the Downton Abbey movie because actually I'm hooked, and it's one of my most favourite TV shows ever. This has nothing to do with the subject of this video, which I'm kind of nervous about, but here we go. I have written a poetry book. To be more precise, I've written a homoerotic feminist book of poetry. So yes, lesbian sex, female rage, something about dragons in there. It's not milk and honey for lesbians, it's more black coffee and dark chocolate for lesbians. And it's not just for lesbians, it is for everybody. However, I don't make it palatable towards anyone who isn't female. First off, I do need to give a trigger warning for the book. It is full of adult content, it's full of sexual content, suggestive content, and violent content. And you just need to know that. I will go into more detail about why I've written the book and what the book is about and how you can find out more about the book. But I'd just like to say it is available for pre-order now on Store Envy. I will put the link below in the description so you can click on that. I may put a link up here if I'm not feeling too lazy and you can click on that as well. If you would so like to purchase a copy. I do understand that literature is a luxury. I don't begrudge anybody for not being able to buy a copy or support me in any way. I've been there. The actual release date for the book is October the 9th. So if you order the book before the 24th of September, you should get the book on the release date or within the week of the release date. It kind of depends on your location and the postage and blah, blah, blah. If you order a copy after the 24th of September, the book will probably be posted out on the release date. Also, the first 9 people to order a copy of the book will receive a handwritten letter from me. I will be in touch with you if you are one of the 9 people. I would love to write you a beautiful letter with my ugly handwriting. For gratitude. I think there's this misconception around poetry, which I had myself, is that I have a line in the book which says it's the poor woman's novel, and that it's lazy writing almost in a way. But actually, if you think about it, you can have a more heartfelt connection with 2 lines in a poetry book than you might in a 700-page novel. And one of the reasons I made this book was because I wanted something authentic to be put out there into the world for other people to relate to. Because I don't relate to a lot of the stuff which is out there. Poetry is essentially about feelings, and if we think about why we connect to certain musicians, Kate Bush, for example, is a fantastic musician, but what I'm really connecting to is what she's saying. And the lyrics, essentially her poetry. She's one hell of an artist, but she's also one hell of a poet. And I understand music is a different medium, but essentially we're connecting with what the artist is saying. I promised I wouldn't bring Taylor Swift into this, so I'm not. A lot of the spoken word and films that I've made are in this book as well. I'm also going to be posting some of the poetry on Instagram and Tumblr. I also have a film coming out this Thursday, which I hope you'll enjoy, which contains another of the poems. Also, I am working on an audiobook, so you will be able to pre-order an audiobook which is almost half the price of the book, because obviously it cuts out the printing costs and A, B and C. The cover is very suggestive. You may just not want that in public. I did. That's not me being homophobic about it. Can we talk about the cover and how absolutely beautiful it is? Thank you, Erica Chan. I do have to give her a shout out. She illustrated the cover for me, and I think it's just absolutely the most beautiful thing. If you do want to support me, that's fantastic. If you don't, then you're dead to me, and I'm joking. Please don't feel pressured to buy a copy. If you do want to support me in other ways, it's always really helpful when people share my work. I'm just going to read you guys possibly my favourite poem in the book that I've written, just as a kids jab. The poem is called True Love at the Spiderweb Hotel. It's widowed black. in this carefully weaved lodging. I just wanted a place to rest, but there are no beds here, only webs. You've been spinning a romantic lattice just for me, using up your supplies of silk generously. I fell blindly into her web. She's caught her favourite meal. She can feel my vibrations when I struggle. It's true love at the Spiderweb Hotel. My heart is racing as she feels her way carefully, my breathing heavy as I feel her hands upon me. She starts to remove my clothes. It's useless to resist when I'm bound here. Then she leans in close to whisper soothing notes in my ear. You fell blindly into my web. I've caught my favourite meal. I can feel your vibrations. It's useless to struggle. It's true love at the Spiderweb Hotel. And after she's finished with me, I'm writhing naked, still bound tight, covered in her fluids, awaiting my death in the dead of night. This book really is like a slice of my soul. I hope you like the taste. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for instant disappointment, and I'll see you guys soon. I hope you enjoy the film on Thursday. Mwah.